Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. The big news in film entertainment today concerns a major update on the live action Masters of the Universe movie, a film that has been in development hell for something like 2 or 3 decades now. Since the 1987 original film starring Dolph Lundgren, there was an attempt by Canon Films to do a sequel. That never happened, and the production sets were turned into the Jean-Claude Van Damme sci-fi action thriller Cyborg instead. Well, it's just as well because Cyborg is a cult classic masterpiece. You guys haven't seen it yet? Listen, the minute you're done with this video, go look for a streaming copy of it online. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now look guys, a new Masters of the Universe movie has been shuffled around so many studios over the last 30 years. At one point during 2015 or 2014 or so, it was with Sony Pictures when I was working there for the distribution office in Malaysia, and I would just stare at the title on the release schedule every month, okay, dreaming of the day that I could work on the project. And then I would just see the date get moved around and around to the point that it just disappeared clean off the chart. Okay, one day it was just gone, right? But now, almost a decade later, Amazon MGM is in place to distribute this thing. And according to so many news articles that have surfaced today, the movie will have a release date in theaters of June 5th, 2026. And the minute I heard this news, I was like, yes! Okay, because I think that I'm speaking for all the He-Man fans out there who are just really excited at the possibility of finally getting a new movie in cinemas, okay, in theaters, not on TV, not on streaming, not straight to DVD or anything like that, but in actual cinemas. That's what we want to see. Okay, but however, I have to mention though that that particular date, June 5th, 2026, that's pretty far along down the road. Okay, that's like about 2 years in advance. And I hate to say it, but we've seen stuff like this happen before. There's always a date. It's somewhere in the future. As we get closer to the date, what's happened before is that we've seen the date keep moving around. All right, eventually the date just disappears. There's no movie, there's no date, there's nothing. All right, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right, this time around, it seems that this project is being attached to some pretty big names. Amazon is a pretty big name. The director, Travis Knight, also did Bumblebee. Bumblebee was a pretty huge movie. It wasn't fantastic. Okay, I thought that it was just good. All right, but it did okay business, and it was a pretty good installment in the Transformers franchise. And probably with Travis Knight handling this thing, at least we've got somebody who's worked on a previous, toy to live action project. Okay, so got some pretty good names attached to this thing. The other big news that came out today was the announcement of the He-Man actor, and it's this guy, Nicholas Galitzine. Yeah. So first of all, I would just like to say congratulations to Nicholas for scoring the role. This is a much coveted role. I would say one of the most coveted roles in all of the universe. He's got it. Congratulations. The second thing I would like to say, and I think that this probably echoes the sentiments of a lot of people out there, especially He-Man fans, is just who in the hell exactly is this guy supposed to be? All right. Because truthfully, I've never heard of him, all right? And I think that pretty much all of you guys out there tuning into this video haven't either. But that's pretty much to be expected. We often see actors that, most people have never heard of being cast in a particular role. But at the same time, when you get an unknown actor who also does not seem to immediately look the part of the character, like for instance, I'm not really sure if this guy actually looks at first glance, anything at all like He-Man, but I could be wrong, okay, obviously, all right? And we've seen a lot of eccentric casting choices by Hollywood over the years, especially in the 80s. We had Michael Keaton as Batman. You guys know how that went down. So look, I'm willing to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He could probably just have his hair dyed and, just lengthened, all right, to look something like what He-Man looks like, and probably just hit the gym like for about a year straight or something like that. I don't know. Okay, but guys, I would have to say that this is a very interesting casting choice. If I were to look at the actor's filmography, he's done a lot of romantic comedies in the past, a lot of romantic dramas, nothing that resembles anything like an action thriller. But most recently, he was with Anne Hathaway in The Idea of You, which interestingly was also released by Amazon MGM. And I do feel that this is a movie that every He-Man fan out there needs to watch, okay, because there's something about his performance in this romantic drama that convinced Studio XX to cast him as the new He-Man. All right, so think about it, okay? Right? There's just something here in this movie that will give us a clue as to why he's the new He-Man. But guys, anyway, I'm gonna give this movie definitely a chance. Of course, all of us are huge He-Man fans, and He-Man is not the main element of a Masters of the Universe movie. I'll say that again. I mean, he's a key integral part of the film, but at the same time, he's also just one small component of the entire experience, okay? All right, the sets, the backgrounds, the action, the villains, okay, the creatures. Fans want to see all that. The most important thing we want to know is if this time it's legit, okay? If we're actually getting the movie for real, if this is going to be a project that actually happens and not something that just fizzles out once again, same way it's been happening over the last 3 decades. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys, and I'll catch all of you again real soon with more content right here. Take care out there.